Hello, 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 beautiful souls. My name is Samantha Hallbrook. I am the owner, operator, and beekeeper of HoneyBee You, and I am here to help you experience the healing of Mother Earth through bees, honeybees, right? And this video specifically is a how-to for meditation. So if you are part of my Moon and Bees newsletter, I always include a guided meditation for you to just come back and use and harness the energy of the full moon. However, if you are new to meditation, you may not be as understanding of how the process is supposed to work. So this is just going to outline what you do and how you are supposed to use those meditations to come into your body and use that energy of the moon. So first off, I want to say thank you for being here. I am so happy to have you here. I'm so happy to have you in my space, to be here with me today, learning how to do this. Your body, your soul, your energy thanks you for committing to a practice that is supportive of you. Okay, let's get going. So first of all, I want to talk about breath. Okay, I do want to talk about breath, but first I want to talk about where to meditate, how to create a sacred or safe space. If you're new to meditation, it can feel difficult. It can feel like you want to be in the perfect place. You want this Zen room. You don't want anybody calling or interrupting. And you are completely right. That is what you want to have happen. However, we are humans and life happens. And I want you to be aware that just because we're not in the perfect place, just because everything is not exactly Zen or the way you would like it, does not mean that you cannot still benefit from a quick meditative practice. So I want you to find a quiet, safe space. This can be your office. This can be your bedroom. This can be your bathroom. I know that many of us have families and have kids and have hectic lives, and you can't necessarily get away and take yourself out of those circumstances. But what you can do is ask for 15 minutes of alone time, 15 minutes of quiet time. Leave your phone out of this, because if you're listening to any of my guided meditations, they're going to be really short and you're going to finish well within 15 minutes. Ask your significant other, your children, whoever else is in the house or the office with you, ask that you just have uninterrupted time for 15 minutes. That's all you need. You can't help them in that time, and that time is sacred and special for you, and you're allowed to ask for that. So set that time aside, set yourself up for success. And then once you have that time set aside and you found yourself in your room without your phone, or if you do have your phone because you're watching one of my videos or listening to a recording, make sure you have it on Do Not Disturb, on silent, on whatever is going to be best for you. So again, you're not interrupted. Find yourself a seat. I would recommend sitting in a chair with a tall back like I have here, right? Or you can sit on the ground if you don't have a chair or if you're more comfortable. I do recommend for beginners you have your feet flat on the ground. But if you don't have that option, or if you're just incredibly uncomfortable in that position, you are welcome to sit on the ground. And just recognize that instead of your feet being what is grounding you into the earth, your sit bones, your butt, is going to be what is holding you, what is grounding into the earth, okay? Just be aware of what parts of you are going to be having that energy flow down. Okay, now we're going to come back to the breath part of it. As humans, in our environments, in this crazy time we live in this world, we tend to breathe very shallow, very, very shallow. And so what we want to do is bring presence to our body using our breath. So I want you to breathe in through your nose, deep breaths, and when you breathe in, I want you to either take it all the way down into your sit bones, all the way down into the bottom of your belly, if you're into your womb space, or you also have the option of using a lot of that space our lung capacity we have in our backs that we don't use very often. You can consciously fill that space as well. Either way, whatever feels good to you. In through your nose, out through your mouth. The reason I want you to breathe out through your mouth for my meditation specifically is because heat is a representation of energy, right? So we are releasing that heat, releasing that energy that is stowed up in our body, that is ready to move as we breathe in, breathe out for release. That is going to help expel any of that heat when we breathe out through our mouths. So we're going to breathe in. I want you to think of white, cleansing light, of oxygen, of nutrients, of anything that is supportive to your body. Breathe that in through your nose. And anything that is not supportive, anything that is ready to be moved out of your body, any stagnant energy is coming out through your mouth in the release. You're letting go of all of that. And after you feel that presence in your body, it usually takes me 3 to 5 breaths, sometimes a lot longer, sometimes not as much. Listen to your body, listen to what feels good. It's going to shift, it's going to change, not only as your practice increases, but on the daily, with your moods, with the moon phases, with whatever you got going on in life. So be open to shifting. There is no set rule for this, okay? So after you've come into presence, after you've relaxed, you've taken those deep breaths, I want you to do a body scan before you start your meditation. And I'd like to have you start above your head just to get a feel of your auric field. And it's going to look like you're in an egg. If you were to see your aura, it's going to be an egg shape. Okay? So we're going to start above your head, and we're just going to see if you feel anything up there. And if you don't, that's totally fine. Totally fine. But you're going to bring your awareness down slowly. So to the top of your head. Do you have any pains? Do you have any tingling? Do you have anything going on up there? And there is no right or wrong answer, and there is no bad. We are not here to objectify. We're not here to reason. We're not here to change anything in your body. We just want you to start to become aware of what your body is feeling like. We want to acknowledge anything that's going on in your body so that it can feel seen, it can feel heard, and you can subconsciously work through whatever's going on in your body and release anything that's no longer serving you. Your body is always talking to you, so it's important that we make sure we're listening. So you're going to come down to your forehead. You're going to come down and see if you have any frown lines, any tension, any scrunching of your eyebrows. Release that. Release that. Come down into your eyes. Are you squeezing your eyes closed? Are you squinting really hard? Try to just relax. Try to let that go. Down into your ears. We've got a lot of nerve endings behind and in your ears. See if you can't notice any of those. Relax any of them, any muscles that feel tight right at that space. Down to your jaw and your mouth. Are you pursing your lips? Are you clenching your teeth? Is your tongue stuck to the roof of your mouth? Go ahead and let all that go. Let all that go. Down into your neck and your shoulders. Are you holding tension there? Can you release that? Can you drop your shoulders a little more? Come down into your chest, into your heart space, your lungs and your heart. Can you open up? Can you release? Does your heart feel really closed off? Can you just try to relax that space? Down into your organs, following your spine down, relaxing any of those muscles, your middle and your lower back, so tense, let that go. Come into your frontal organs, right? How's your tummy feeling? Just notice. Down into your sit bones. Down into those sit bones. If you're sitting on the floor or you're cross-legged or anything like that, acknowledging that this is the space where it's going to come down and root into the ground. Feeling that energy through your legs, through your feet. If you have your feet flat on the floor, acknowledging your toes, your feet, the bottom of your feet as that grounding place. That place that's going to come down and root into the ground. And whether it's your buttocks, your sit bones, or your feet, I want you to imagine large roots coming out of that location and diving deep, 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 deep down into the ground, further and further and further, and try to be as vivid as possible. If you need, use your breath to help grow those roots. Nutrients, oxygen coming in through your nose, roots deepening, lengthening, growing, down, 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 as you breathe out, using that power of your breath. Okay, down into the crystalline core. If you can get that energy down to meet the crystal core of Mother Earth, that's what you want. That's where she can best support you. So get yourself rooted down there. Bring her energy back up with your breath. Feel the healing, the nutrients, the love, the support, the safety coming up through your feet, through your sit bones, into your body, into your auric field, up, up, up into your body, right? Feeling supported. Okay. You are ready for your next meditation. I hope this has served you. Have a wonderful day. And before I forget, if you are interested in more guided meditations to connect with the earth, to connect with the wisdom of the honeybee, and to connect with the wisdom and power and energy of the full moon, please check out my monthly newsletter, Moon and Bees. There are tips for beekeepers, there are meditations, there are journeys for you as a soul, not just as a beekeeper, but they are this is supportive for both. This newsletter is. So check that out. You can catch me on Instagram, you can catch me on Facebook. I cannot wait to connect with you. Have a great day.